minimize Discord at the very least. How's it going, y'all? I return. Piper agrees. Piper agrees with my return. She has much to say about it. Do you have any other commentary? No? Okay, you can hop up on the bed. Go ahead, claim your spot. Claim your spot, which is the entire queen-sized bed, you medium-sized dog. Come on. Alright, there you go. Very opinionated doggos. It's what they're best at. Truly. Queen bed for queen pup. Yeah, no, that's Empress dog. This dog was royalty in a past life. This dog might be a vampire. She has to ask permission to enter her domicile. Oh. Okay, so you might hear pig dog noises. Who knows? Who knows throughout the day. They've already had dinner, so they don't have anything to complain about, really. And I've got my coffee. Alright, we're doing demos because it's been way too fucking long. I don't know which of these is still active. Oh god. It's been like almost 2 weeks. Sorry about that. I was out of town for a week, and then I have absolutely destroyed my sleep schedule. Obliterated beyond any recognition. Like total foobar. We're gonna do what we can. So the real bit of it is, I went back to work the day that I flew back into town, and I don't think I've recovered. Like, since. It's a problem. What are we gonna do? We've still got like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we've got like 33 demos on here. Somehow Twitch has already justified an ad break. We'll keep kvetching in the meantime. Yeah, so I had a 30-hour day on the last day of my trip, and then I immediately followed that up with going to the optional Thursday class, which this class unfortunately has the beautiful starting time of 7 a.m. Pacific Standard. Which is about an hour after I get out of work. So that's fun. That continues to be a thing. I think Twitch is just lying about ad breaks because I don't see... It doesn't matter. Okay. What are we in the mood for demos? We got a whole bunch of shit we gotta go through. Oh, we did get that Colonel Hearts playtest. It's 4 a.m. class, you ask. No, okay, so it's 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. I get out of work at 6 a.m. Now, if I'm lucky, I can beat the sun home and then get to sleep before that. And if I don't do that, I'll have a fucked up day. Now, today was one of those days. So... I get home at like 6:15, 20-ish, and the class, like I have to go to this class because this is one of the subject classes. The alternate classes are writing prompts, which is a good idea to go to. It's a thing, but I also realize that, you know, maybe not so much. Maybe I just ask for the Zoom recording password. Oh my god, I gotta it might be too early for the story, but fucking... Hey, Eric with the 7 watch streak. Do you have Shift at Midnight demo? I don't know. Let me look through the long list, because if I stare at all these icons... Shift at Midnight. I might. Alright, it's on what's downloaded, so let's look at the store. It's one that I might have downloaded and then decided against. Yeah, that's okay. So the OG demo for this one went down for a bit, and I uninstalled it, and I guess it's back up. I'm also a little iffy on it, content wise. It was on the list for a while, and since Halloween, but I don't know. We we are not suffering for damage. Okay, ad time over. So, do we do the one that's funny? Do we do the one that's? Let's see if Corpo up. Corpo might still be up. I think this computer can run this thing, so. Well, maybe. Compiling shaders. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna do the Pragmata demo, because I don't know what the fuck this is. I mean, I do. I've seen all the... I have seen the various trailers for this thing. But I haven't played the demo yet. We're gonna start with that one. There isn't Shift at Midnight out, like the full game, or at least the early access. That will never leave early access. Things to consider as we compile shaders. Nah, but yeah, 7 a.m. class. Somehow I've remained mostly cohesive or coherent. It's Q2 2026. Okay, well, maybe if I get my shit together, we can actually burn through all the demos we have and download that. I've completed the currently uploaded list, excluding 2 or 3 that were like, let's point at how broken this thing is. We've got like 64 entries in, so like maybe like 62 that are sincere entries in the Demonstrables and De-Monster-bles playlist over at the YouTube channel. Hey guys, if you haven't already, that YouTube channel, there's a link down below. It's a damn fine cup of gaming. How long do we have to compile shaders? How shaded is this game? Okay, it is moving. Damn, son. Yeah, but Pragmata is going to be like a weird mix between like vaguely not mainstream and then also quadruple A for its graphical fidelity kind of situation. I don't know, when the first trailer for this thing dropped like a couple of years ago, a few years ago, several years ago, it was really funny timing because it wasn't too long after the Kojima Productions new studio logo was announced, so I'm like, is this a fucking Ludens game? Is this a Skeleton Spaceman game? Speaking of which, I did make the active choice to not play Death Stranding today. Ooh, this game is currently in development. Some functionality or aspects of this game may not be working. Etc., etc. Capcom. Our favorite. Ah, I forget the RE engine. That's why I had to compile shaders for 5 minutes. Okay, so inherent. Inherent controller support. That's good. Jeez. Adjust into the image. Why it start at the completest of darknesses? Okay, that's purely not visible. That is just barely visible. What is the opposite? That still seems dark. Oh god. On the left is barely visible. Like the full image, because like that's a full outline. That's like a freckle of hair. Fuck it, sure. Adjust until the image in the middle of the screen disappears. You cannot see the image at all. Check your brightness settings. Yeah, it's fine. The following accessibility presets can be adjusted. 40 billion. No, I got called old by my teacher today, and it made me feel bad. I hate this story time. So it's a genre beyond for 13 months. Edgelord numbers, how you doing? What is up? Pot calling the kettle black. No, my professor this semester is like, she could get away with saying she's under 30, but she's probably closer to 40. But yeah, she called me fucking old today, and I think she meant it as a compliment. Because we were doing a genre study class, and she's like, I can't think of a good version of this thing, and then my stupid, like, movie-loving ass is like, oh, I think the one that really settled it was, I gotta finish the story before we continue. The one that really set it in stone was the fact that she's like, I can't think of a movie where there's Deus Ex Machina as a mechanic that's good, because it's usually don't do it, it's bad. Deus Ex Machina is a condemnation of your narrative, unless your entire narrative's about Deus Ex Machina, which is the sudden solution to the problems completely unrelated to everything established beforehand. So I'm like, okay, the only thing I can think of is fucking Donnie Darko, because that's what the movie's about. And she's like, oh! And then she's like, God, are you older? Because you're making a lot of references that I think I get. And I don't think anybody else in this room does. And I'm just like, my bones exploded into dust. And I just sat there and I'm like, no. I'm not that fucking old, god damn it. These fucking high school kids can't fucking string a 5-word sentence together, and I'm like, hey, have you seen Donnie Darko? No, that bit was cool, because we talked about, like, it was suspense and mystery and shit. Is she single? You could get an easy class pass. No. Also, I don't think I would want to. She uses Gemini to make her feedback seem more professional. Which is gross. This is a writing class. Write what you want to write. She means well, but she also is obviously overwhelmed. So she's using the tool set that the industry and the school are like, it's okay if you kind of use it. But not for, like, generating ideas, just for, like, grammar. Because half of these fucking kids don't know how to do a grammar. I very intentionally bungled that. That's not me being a dickhead. No, it is me being a dickhead. Anyway. Yeah, so she's like, fucking, you're making a lot of recommendations that I get. And we were talking about mystery, and Alan Wake was brought up as, like, a core media example, and I'm like, oh man, that's sick as fuck! It was, there were 2 games in the media comparison fucking thing, or media example series, that I was like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome! And it was Alan Wake, and then I got to, like, ramble about Control for a little bit, and how it relates to Alan Wake. And then fucking Observer, of all things, got brought up, because of course it did. It is the cyber dystopian fucking nightmare of a detective game. And also, I was like, oh, you know what? I think that was Rutger Hauer's last role. Let me actually check. It's just like, oh, I didn't know that. How tragic. Also a good game. I think we're going to stream that at some point. At some point. I don't know. We've been staring at this horrendous child too long. It's like, hey, did you trigger your unskippable cutscene a few times? Listen. My personality is that I know a fair amount about a few things.
What are you doing?
This game's fucking awesome. I mean, it's always looked cool in the trailers. We're about to find out. Alright, aim and fire.
Tough, brother.
You...
Hey! You gonna help?
1 second.
At least the demo isn't hyped for the full release. I mean, I've been waiting on this since the original announcement. Reach the green EXE node to hack targets. Oh no. Entry presets. Move the cursor along the hacking matrix, connect it to the EXE node to complete the hack, placing enemies in open state, making them vulnerable to gunfire. Interesting.
Diana! I need your hack in here!
Okay, that's sick.
On it! Nope!
Luna filament. Refined from a material unique to the moon known as lunum. Luna filament can absorb and copy any information it comes into contact with, required for various upgrades in the shelter.
More of them?
It's like someone took the Bioshock hacking minigame and put it into a fucking action shooter. It's great.
Starting hack. Be careful.
Oh shit. Hello. Alright, I'm liking these designs so far.
Me too.
I also like that the gun auto fucking loads.
That's a secret. I'll tell you later.
During investigation of abnormalities at the cradle, Hugh Williams becomes isolated and meets a young android, Diana. The two head to the top floor of the solar power plant to restore the main power so they can call Earth for help. This is a fun way to jump around the narrative.
First, we get the power on. Let's move.
Always look behind you when you start in a cutscene. Or you start in a new area. Video game 101. This game's not beating the Death Stranding allegations.
Don't look now. We got company.
You really sure you work here?
What? This is my fault?
We got Dodge!
Oh. Good work.
Look at us parking.
Oh man, if only those arc were as easy to take down as that fucking thing. We need a 9S hacking minigame in our creators. I don't think it's trying to beat it. I was mentioning earlier, fucking when this game was originally announced, and I know you know what I mean when I say it. It seemed like the Kojima Productions logo video game, because this dude, like, the vibe is just Ludens.
It's locked.
I can open it.
Hacking objects.
Emergency lockdown
Oh,
for
that's
this area has
much.
been disabled.
Oh, okay, I was gonna
To
say
restore
that was
full
far too simple.
functionality, please reboot the main power terminal on the top floor.
There we go. First one down.
What do we got going on here? moving parts. Do I have a double jump? Ah, no, but there are thrusters. Ooh, that's very floaty. I like it. So, like, movement in games is one of those, like, obnoxious things where you try to describe it and what makes it good, and it's really hard to. Because it is entirely feeling. This thruster fucking mechanic feels really fucking good. Like, I think the only point of comparison I can make that is, like, here is the perfect jump in a video game, and it's Kingdom Hearts 2. But that's perfect for its gameplay. This thruster, like a delayed drop thing, feels very heavy, which I think is very intentional. Select weapon. You
Use that
best
one?
goddamn believe I'm gonna use this shotgun. Oh shit. Yeah! Fuck off.
On it. I got it.
This is like an ADHD nightmare.
Look out for the parts.
Got it.
How you like this?
Fuck out of here. I only got those 4 shots? Damn.
So where to?
I don't know.
I really like that shotty. Give me more of it. He fucking threw the full goddamn gun away. That sucked. Alright. Yeah, I remember when I got revealed I thought it was Kojima's new project. I think we were we in the same room at that time? I think that might have been the case. Hello. Oh, right, I gotta do that.
Terminal.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
The ease of access with
One more to go.
that scan hack mechanic really makes me think that it's going to be done in active combat. Oh, hello? There we go. That makes sense. This feels like what if Dead Space was about being a dad and in a cyberpunk future as opposed to getting over your ex in the zombie apocalypse. Hacking nodes, yellow. The special effects that trigger when passed through while completing a hack. Passing through multiple nodes of the same type increases effectiveness. These nodes can only be used a limited number of times. Hacking node that disrupts enemy internal systems, temporarily increasing damage dealt. Repeated use on the same enemy reduces its effectiveness. Passing through multiple nodes of the same type boosts damage further. I thought I had Dead Space 5, was gonna remember. I mean, the movement kind of feels like it a little bit.
This will make it easier to hit things harder.
But it's kind of hard to delineate what is or is not a Dead Space anymore because EA has fucked that series up so badly. This feels good to play. This also feels like Strand movement.
Eat us again. Like a damn rat in a maze.
It really doesn't like to talk.
Whatever. Let's just get this over with.
Fuck.
This friggin' thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the walkers. Jump, Q.
It's over.
Fuck, nerd. How's it going to Young Bay from Kevin? Things at the solar planner, in a word, quiet. Grunts like us showing up in the morning and check out what bots have been planned for the day, and then we spend the rest of the shift trying to look busy. Kids are thinking we're both engineers, but you ended up on the front lines of lunar development, and me, wish I could be out there too.
Bots did all the work, leaving him bored to tears. And Crimea River.
Are you bored too, Hugh?
Nah, I'm good. Kinda hard to get bored keeping up with your chit-chat.
Warning, anomaly detected. The power plant has entered emergency mode. Cradle power output is currently limited to 35% of standard capacity. Trams and supplementary facilities are now non-operational. To restore full functionality, restart the main power generator on the top floor under administrative supervision. Yeah, the movement's not as heavy as Dead Space, but I mean it's gonna be people's like media point of comparison because it fucking has that look and or vibe.
That's a lot of lip.
Nice. Okay, now the real question is... No, we can hit that on the way back. This feels closer to like, I don't want to make the Kojima comparisons, but I've been playing a lot of Death Stranding. This feels closer to Sam movement. It's like a weird bastard child.
Emergency lockdown for all on-site locations has been disabled. Please complete a manual reboot of the power plant controller to fully restore operations.
All right, we made it. Now where do we find the main power terminal?
Oh shit. Fuck. Oh balls. This was not a good plan, but I made it work. I'm only allowed 4 shotgun shells at a time? That sucks. That's some bullshit. The run's a little weird. Okay. So, edge climbing is legitimately an option. Getting all my light cubes. And I will be getting all of my light cubes, thank you. The floatiness of this jump is very good. I like it. Also, I think like there's a maintenance in momentum, so it's worth doing like a little micro sprint. No shit. All right. Well, at least there isn't much fall damage if there is any. All right, that box is gonna remain up there forever. I'm not going backward. Reach the top floor of the facility. Ooh. Stasis net. A tactical unit that fires spherical electromagnetic net. It expands on impact, immobilizing enemies with its radius for a short time. Okay, so it's like a... It's a static mine or something. Oh shit.
Keep the shooting to me. Going on with the bots here? They all got haywire or what?
I don't think they normally attack humans.
Yeah, well... We better get in contact with Earth before it's too late.
I am digging the level design so far. It is very intuitive. Oh, how dare you. How dare you put an obvious thing outside of my reach because of fucking physics boxes. Hello?
Walkers are pretty crazy. From handling small stuff to knocking out big tasks, they got it covered.
There are no kids here, but if there were, they could probably handle them too. And with Edith managing the lot, They're always there when you need them.
Man, what should we do? It's just so much easier to let the walkers handle it.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of work that only a human can do. Like thinking up new innovations or new business ventures to explore. But anyway, enough talking. Time to get back to crunching those lab results.
Fuck you, space capitalist. We got more going on than that. I'm glad I'm collecting all this currency I don't know how to use. Hologram surveillance. To Liam from Jacob. It has come to my attention that a simple mistake I made has got caught on hologram, and now the recording is being spread around the cradle. I enjoy my work, but it doesn't foster a positive work environment knowing that everything I do can be the subject of criticism or joke. Is it really necessary for all operations to be recorded with such strict surveillance? I regret to inform you, upon joining the Cradle, you agree to a contract acknowledging that all areas except for designated private zones are subject to continuous 24-hour surveillance. Honestly, I sometimes wonder if the company is pushing the boundaries with this policy. But I suppose Delphi wants to leverage its access to the state-of-the-art tech to strengthen security measures Cradle-wide. I'm sorry, but I could not provide a more concrete answer, but rest assured your concerns have been noted. Simple answer, don't fuck up, nerd. Actually, we'll deal with that.
Online. I got it!
You don't want to use all of those.
Did it! There.
Okey-doke.
No one here either. Damn.
Welcome to the solar power plant. The key to living on the moon and advancing research and development was ensuring access to a stable power supply. It's fair to say that the advanced systems in place at our solar power plant have been the backbone for supporting Delphi's development and expansion at the Cradle. Delphi Corporation.
I gotta hurry and contact Earth.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
Am I only allowed to carry 3 of these at a time? Okay. Use all resources all the time forever. Got it.
I hope dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
Maybe there's an elevator up ahead. Wow! More limb!
Okay, battle arena, got it. Oh, wait.
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Look out!
Fuck.
Sensors are down.
Now it's my turn.
Initiated.
Good work. Nope.
Is that it? Okay, no, this is in waves. Got
I'll
it.
hack the lift if you're ready.
No, there's a whole little thing over here. No, there isn't. I was lied to. There's glass. Imperceptible.
There. Are we there yet?
Not sure. Starting to feel a bit lost.
We can restore the power with that terminal.
Oh, finally.
VA sounds familiar. Yeah, I have to look up who it is because it's also been itching at the back of my brain. And
Lockdown disengaged. Reconnecting.
it's not Steve Bloom, is it? You know? I don't think so.
Energy levels.
It doesn't have the same amount of gristle his VA work usually does.
40%.
But I could be wrong.
50%. 60%.
Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Severing primary connection. This is Edith. Unregistered guests are forbidden from this area. Initializing sector guard protocol. Scanning. Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Alright, well. Good thing there's a whole smattering of separate shotguns.
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through.
Ed 209.
Get ready.
What are you doing here? In space.
Any
Ocean.
idea what the hell this is?
Never seen it before.
So it's not one of your pot buddies? Then I guess we can just go in blasting.
Alright, go in with Shaddy.
Move, you.
We can get all those missiles.
Fuck.
They were made when Luna failed.
Lucky us, right?
Is it like a multi-stage hack? Or am I just wasting energy? Fuck, balls.
Come on, enough already.
Where's that shit?
Be careful. Here it comes again.
Come on, enough already.
You. Close in on it. Now's the chance.
Critical shot. Unleash a critical shot. A powerful follow-up attack when near a downed enemy.
Take this.
Just like that, you.
This ain't over yet.
There we go. We're doing it.
Dirty bastard.
You. Let me try. Overdrive protocol initiated.
When hacking gauge fills Diana's ability, overdrive protocol can be activated. When used, it opens nearby enemies, immobilizing them briefly and dealing damage. Cool.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
I think it really did something.
Yeah, not bad.
Move, you. Shoot now.
These are shooting to me.
You. Close in on him. Now's your chance.
Take this.
There we go.
Energy levels restored.
Yeah, baby. We did it. This is how we say good job.
Time's up, kiddo. Show me what you were working on.
Okay. Here, take a look.
Thank you for playing. Coming out in 3 months. Okay, I definitely see where they're leaning. Feel like I kind of got a new Scribble outfit unlocked. And fast moves. And charge piercer for multi-hack. Alright, we gotta see what the Scribble suit is. I feel like I hit the nail on the head, honestly, with the this game. We're just gonna look at what the suit is. We're not gonna do it again. As fun as that was.
Hey!
Oh, it's cute. This is a game that's gonna predate... Can we turn the title screen real quick? This is a game that's going to predate on all of the 20 to 30-year-olds that are like, yeah, maybe I don't want to have kids in current apocalypse. Like, legitimately, this is like, hey, what if, instead of zombie apocalypse, get over your wife simulator, it's, what if you were a dad? Depending on how fast you complete the demo, you get different drawing at the end. Okay, so if I wasn't a pedantic little shit about the light lumen we can't actually use for anything. Alright, well, things to look for in the future. Speedrun time? I mean, you know, we're speedrunning these demos. I will not uninstall it, and then I'll see what else we got. Alright. Thing I want to play or thing that is funny? These are the decisions we must make. But overall, the game feels great. Yeah, no, like, honestly, I know that this game's gone through a couple of development cycles. Like, they basically scrapped and restarted. The feel of the game is awesome. It's very, like... Shocker, Capcom knows how to make an action game. But, yeah, no, I think that this is definitely going to be an interesting one. It would be really... I think that this game has the potential to be great if they're willing to pivot into it being really fucking dark. But we got to see what the actual story is going to be. Looking forward to that one. And we only got a couple months until it comes out. Alrighty. Yes, let's play a dead meme game. Why not? This is how many dudes. How many dudes is it gonna take to fight a gorilla? Do you think 100 dudes? At least one? That's fair. Pre-alpha demo. No inherent controller support. Alright, sick. We got a regular dude. Is there... There's... Okay, there is settings. Smidgen down. Smidgen down. Gore on. UI scaling normal. Okay, I think we're good there. Relatively. Regular dude. Round 1. regular dude against $10 or $10 against regular dude. I actively have no idea what the control scheme is, but we're beating up toddlers, so it's fine. This is just a clicker game. A dude responded via flyer. Was there any tutorialization? Or one zookeeper with the rifle? Damn, Eric. Fucking listen, that dude with a rifle at that zoo set us onto the worst possible timeline. Alright, do you think 2 dudes, one of them being a vampire, could take on 4 little ducks and 7 toddlers? Or 3 duck-sized horses and 3 mallard ducks? Oh, I don't know if there's any interaction here at all. I think it's just an auto-battler. I'm clicking for nothing. Alright, I got 2 vampire dudes. You found a relic stash. Universal healthcare. Rage bait. When a dude takes damage that drops his health below 30%, he gains 100% cleave for... Ooh. All dudes gain 10% damage with the motivational post. I'm going for universal healthcare. You don't need a woman with a wolf cut to beat you to death. You need universal healthcare and universal income. Hey Adam, how's it going? I'm not actually a Northern Lion fan, but I think that clip is funny as fuck. This is a hell of an image to walk in on. But we earned $153 for beating up a bunch of toddlers. We got ninja dudes, we got warlock dudes, we got ghost dudes. Each time a ghost dude attacks, it takes damage. He has a 10% chance to go ethereal for 1 second. Warlock dude has made a pact with the evil being. 90% of his damage gets stored in his pact and then spread out over 4 seconds. That's interesting. He also has the most health value. There we go. Now, can these 4 dudes take on 4 rats and 4 duck-sized horses? I was about to say what's going on. Oh, I haven't switched the cat. God damn it, OBS did that thing again. How many dudes? This is a meme game from like 5 months ago. Remember how many dudes will it take to take on a gorilla? How many dudes? Oh man, we get more money for fighting gooses. And rightfully so, they will kill us. No, one of my dudes! The goose got him. Gotta recruit another warlock dude. The merchant dude arrives. Dude juice. Don't consume the dude juice. Revives unconscious dudes if used in the ranch. Of course it's the dude ranch. God damn it. Fuck this stupid game. Revives 10 dudes if used during battle. Revives 5 dudes with 50%. Yeah, okay, it's free. When a vampire dude takes fatal damage, he steals health from nearby enemies and teleports away. He can only occur once every 10 seconds. I have just enough money for this. That sounds good. Alright. Because we got two vampire dudes. Alright, we dismiss this dude. This dude, he's gonna be out of touch, because he's only one dude. Joey Wheeler. There is way too much quality here for a fucking meme. Is all I'm saying. Alright, let's get another vampire dude. It's dude juice time. Some of your dudes got knocked out. They will recover on their own after a few rounds, but you can use dude juice to revive them instantly. We're always going for the harder fights. I don't give a shit. 31 little ducks. Can 3 vampires and 2 warlocks take on 31 little ducks? The answer is apparently maybe. Wizard dudes, samurai dudes. I cast fireball. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball. Wizard does 5% chance to cast per attack to cast fireball at a random enemy, dealing damage equal to 3 times his DPS split amongst enemies in the area. So like 60. Battle experience every 3 seconds. The samurai dude dashes to the lowest health enemy on the battlefield to help finish it off. Gains plus 25 cleave for every unconscious dude. Zombie dudes barely have a brain, so they recover from knockouts after only 1 round. We're gonna get a wizard dude. You found some crap. Kaya, resubscribing for 13 months. Hey, how's it going? Merry Edgelord month. Your dudes attune their spirits. Every second for 3 seconds, the health is redistributed, so they all have the same health percentage. Dude, nice. Dude, I'm not using the dude juice. He's gonna get up in like 1 round even. How's it going, guy? Playing how many dudes? I think it has to be said that way. Like contractually. I didn't sign anything, but it just feels right, you know? No, wizard dude! He has a really small hit dice. Of course he's knocked out instantly. In a melee situation. A regular dude wandered into your ranch. Free dudes? Sweet. Also, he found some crap. How are we doing with, what is our dude situation? Our regular dude came back up. It looks like the wizard dude's just gonna be out for the count. Why are we from New York? Because Joey Wheeler is the ultimate dude. Now, Kai, do you think the 2 regular dudes, 3 vampire dudes, an unconscious wizard, and 3 warlock dudes can take on 87 toddlers? Or do you think we should go for the safer fight of 5 gooses and 7 mallard ducks? I think these guys can take on some toddlers. I'm good at my shift fleet orientation from work, so I'm really tired, but I'm fighting to sleep. But we ball. We ball! For fuck it, we ball becomes exponentially stronger as a turn of phrase when you consider that ball is life. So in truth, fuck it, we live. Gonna do that vampire dude, because we have good vampire dude passives. Found a relic stash. But you can only take 1 because you get tiny hands. Anytime a dude receives healing, he gains 1% attack speed for the rest of the round. This effect can stack up to 20 times. This is really fucking good for the vampire dudes. Black sheep at the start of combat. The dude type at the end of your roster taunts up to 5 random enemies to attack him for 3 seconds. That's interesting. That'd be the warlocks. Reduce the merchant cost of bottled lightning by 50%. If bottled lightning is used in the first 3 seconds of combat, it deals 100% increased damage and stuns enemies for 300% longer. We're going for the bloody talisman. You found some crap! Alright, we used the dude juice so that we got at least 1 wizard. Team fuck them kids. Goddamn. Alright, so do we go the safe route and have our dudes fight 19 rats? Or do we ball and we fight 3 dog-sized rats and 8 gooses? Not geese, gooses. Fuck them gooses. need more vampires. Alright, dude juice now costs money. Shaka. All dudes receive 10% increased healing from all sources. That's really fucking good for the current set we have. Holy shit. When a dude gets thrown, he gains 100% run speed, 30% attack speed, and temporary health equivalent to 10% of his max HP for 4 seconds. That's a lot going on with that helmet. Calls down a meteor that deals 120 damage to all enemies. That's a consumable? What is this game? We're buying Memento Mori. What do we got left? We got $430. Let's buy a media just in case. We got some dude juice left. I think we're all right. We can putz around, but we don't have enough for a passive, so we're gonna hang on there and to miss that dude. We got our roguelike lineup. We know exactly what we're doing. So we got another relic coming around, then we got fight stuff to earn cash. And we recruit another dude. One of our warlock dudes is unconscious. Alright, so obviously the 24 mallard ducks is the better fight. But I feel like 3 goats, 8 rats, and 8 duck-sized horses is a more interesting fight. We're gonna go with that. Oh man, Wizard Dude's gonna get his ass kicked. Wizard Dude no, I was about to say he persevered. They jump at him. He got his ass ganked. That was not fun for anybody involved. Our builds, like, these are the only motherfuckers healing, and they have like a escape from death buff. Of course, we're doing more vampires. Alright, do you think for $165 that 2 dudes, 6 vampires, an unconscious wizard, and 2 warlocks can take on a wolf and 20 little ducks? I think so. Oh shit, that wolf fucking ate that vampire. That is wild. He's getting beat up on him. He is taking out a couple of the vampires, though. That is surprising. Claim reward. More vampires. Spellbook. Wizard dudes gain 20% increased damage. They now cast Fireball every 100 feet they run. That doesn't mean anything. All overhealing now grants 25% of the overheal amount as temporary health that lasts for 5 seconds. That seems like good. Fail damage has 15% chance to survive with 1 HP and become invisible for 3 seconds. These are both really good. We're going with Ring of Shielding. You found some crap. We found the media, dude. We found the fucking media. Alright. So this is the more interesting fight, but we're gonna fight 22 geese. Not geese. We're gonna fight 22 gooses. Because we need that money. Damn, our dudes, they were separated. This motherfucker is getting fucked up on. Geeses. Mises, even. Alright, we found some mushrooms, dude. Alright, we got a lot more unconscious dudes. Alright, this is the better fight. I would like to see 8 vampires take out 112 toddlers. But we got 3 dog-sized rats, 5 goats, and 9 gooses. The even distribution has led to this being fucked. Get goated on. Alright, so there's some Franken dudes, and we've got a lot going on with the undead. However, Start of the round, the Paladin dude blesses 2 random dudes. The blessing reduces damage taken by 10%, redirects 20% of the remaining damage to the Paladin dude instead. Damn. Alternatively, borrow organs. Gain 3% max HP and damage for each unconscious dude. We got a lot of those. Franken dudes seems like a good time. However, damage redistribution seems really good. We're gonna see how Paladin dude handles it. We also got another regular dude. And we're gonna use some dude juice. Now we got a lot of dudes. Now can a combination of dudes, you think they can handle 1 wolf and 26 little duckies? I think so. It's really ironic to see vampires and warlocks covered in a paladin's fucking aura. Let's get a second wizard, why not? The Book of Life. Paladin dude receives 10% more healing from all sources. In addition, if Paladin dude takes damage through his blessing, that would reduce his HP to 0. He heals himself to full health. That seems like a good idea. Alright, so we got the Medallion of Vengeance. A lot of Paladin-specific stuff coming up here now. We have enough for both. We're gonna get both. Buff up our Paladin even more, and then also everybody gets 5% evasion chance. I haven't eaten yet, so I'll be back. Have fun beating up innocent animals. These animals aren't innocent. They cheated on their taxes. And they're gambling, look. Where do you think we're getting the $171? No, there is definitely a complaint to be like, okay, at what point do we start defeating defeating things that are not just like, here's an animal? Now I know that this is all within, okay, we could probably spread that damage distribution. Canada gooses, oh man, they're even more aggressive. 10 goats, 42 rats. One of our wizards is knocked out. Yeah, I mean, the whole conversation, the whole meme bit of, like, how many dudes would it take to fight off? Like, do you think that 100 baby-sized moose or meese or mooses could be held off by like 10 dudes?
Oh yeah.
Like most of these are like how many animals that may or may not be able to kill you instantly would you fight? Most of what we've dealt with so far is like, okay, giant like rodents of unusual size, that's like a fantasy thing. Whatever, but that's just a goat. And of course, geese are like horrendously aggressive, so they earned whatever they got going. But the explosion in Dagor might be a smidge more than what we really needed. 52 mallard ducks. Do you think our dudes can handle 52 mallard ducks? I don't know. Personally, I believe so. Mostly because I got a really good build going on. The more paladin dudes we have, the more we got going on with damage redistribution. Targeted paladins can do blessings, get 20% increased damage, 30% increased run speed. Paladin dude gains 30% increased match HP and bless 2 additional. That seems like a better idea. You found some crit! Burn a phone. Teleport a group of dudes to a location of your choosing and grant them temporary health for 25% of their max HP and last until depleted. Dude, nice. Alright, we got a lot of unconscious dudes. We're gonna wake them up. We ran out of dude juice, which is, you know, that seems like a you problem. There's an overabundance of dude juice on our end. So do you think our dudes can fight off 263 toddlers? Let's find out. This is awful. It's fucking hilarious, but jeez. Yeah, let's make it an even 10, and we got another free regular dude. All right, all right. These are mostly consumable. All right, looks like we're coming into an enemy there. Frenzied. Gotta fight some bees. Okay, cool. Prioritizing those that are most injured. Any overhealing is converted to temporary HP. So I guess we should just get everything, right? We got a whole bunch of consumables. So round 20, this is the boss fight. Do you think 4 dudes, 4 regular dudes, just average Joes, 10 vampires, 2 wizards, 4 paladins, and 3 warlocks can take on 258 bees for $300? Let's go. This seems really one-sided, and I'm not sure which side. No, not the bees. You're goddamn right, not the bees. Alright. Ooh, Shadow Skin. Vampire dudes convert any overhealing from lifesteal into temporary health to last for 3 seconds. That seems really good. Reduce merchant cost of meteors by 50%. Meteor radius is increased by... We haven't used any of that shit. Reduces merchant cost of health potions by... yeah, no. Fucking Shadow Skin. We have a very vampire-based economy going on here. Oh, we got a whole new lineup. We got a whole new lineup. I mean, ultimately, yeah, okay, boss here is an alpha wolf, but fucking, like, shit. We are aiming for a gorilla, right? Like, that is the deal. We got 48 gooses. Alright, I healed some of our dudes. We got overhealing on some of our other dudes. Which means we got some of our stat buffs going on.
Oh yeah.
More paladin, we're doing more mushrooms, which, you know, each their own. Now, do you think we can take on 170 little duckies? I sure shit fucking do. I think we've got enough paladins that with the buffs that we got, everybody's getting that aura, which is pretty good. There's a lot going on here.
Oh yeah.
The more paladins we have, the better. We got 6 rams, 10 dog-sized rats. That's much more interesting than a 38 goose fight. We're all doing mushrooms this round. It's like communism for health. I feel like the paladin dudes are really underrepresented, however, sorry, the warlock dudes are really underrepresented. However, paladins, we have too many buffs for them. We have to lean into the build. 3 wolves, 6 rams, let's go. I feel like the regular dude standing out here is really fucking funny considering how much fantasy bullshit he's surrounded by. I feel like the how many dudes conversation is extremely, like, increased in complexity the second you start bringing in fantasy tropes. That's the fighter? Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. Except here's the night dudes. Every 3 seconds, night dude taunts up to 5 enemies to redirect the focus of their attacks to him. 4-chord song. Every 4 attacks, the bad dude plays a song that inspires 4 random dudes, increasing their damage and run speed by 4% for 4 seconds. The effect stacks up to 4 times. What's up with 4? I don't know what's going on there. Each time the ghost dude attacks, it takes damage. He has a 10% chance to go ethereal. Now this is something. However, bards. And we also got a free regular dude. Hammer of Smiting. When Paladin Dude's blessed target takes damage, Paladin Dude has 10% chance to smite the target, stunning it and dealing equal damage to DPS. Fucking, of course. We have so little going on for the wizard dude. I mean, I don't think there's a cap on how many passives we can have, so we're gonna do that. Alright, we only got 6 dudes out. We're not gonna use a dude juice, but they are gonna take out 205 little ducks. Who the fuck thought of this? I mean, like, really? It's kind of fucking hilarious. I love it. You gotta burn a phone. Alright. Now, do you think that we should fight 308 toddlers? The 41 goats. Now, 41 goats it's a better payout. It's a better fight. But 308 toddlers. There's a lot of babies getting thrown across the room, I'll tell you that much for free. Nah, we'll fight the goats. See, I'm watching our wizard companion, and there is not nearly enough fireballs getting set off, is all I'm saying. See, I would even settle for, like, a magician's brick. Oh, shit. They got 5 honey badges. Honey badger don't give a fuck. Knockout. Alright, we're gonna use the dude juice because we got 9 dudes. We have to go with the honey badges full force. There's no slack in here. Look at how many dudes are taking on this honey badger and he just don't give a fuck. Are my bones turning to dust even more than I think they are? Is the honey badger meme not a thing? Is that just not it? Because I remember when honey badger was such a thing, it became like a primary enemy to fight in fucking Far Cry 3? 4 maybe? It might have been 4, I don't know. Alright. Now we can fight another 5 honey badgers. Nah, what we got? We got 4 dudes were knocked out in that fight. And 9 Canada gooses. That's an interesting mechanic. Get goosed on.
Oh yeah.
The Dude Whisperer arrives. What shall your dudes become? Dude, you got a whole crop of regular dudes just hanging around being all weak and dumb. If you want, I'll train them up to be real good. Give me 5 rounds with them and they'll come back different. Check out these openings, my dude, at the Dude Academy. I think we should train. We have 6 dudes. We're gonna have them all become paladins. Fuck it. Or no. Okay, we can split the diff. That was worth whatever amount of money we spent. I forgot already. We will only have empowered dudes. That's all I'm saying. Now, do you think 11 vampires, 2 wizards, 8 paladins, 2 bards, 2 warlocks can take on 535 toddlers? We're about to find out. Oh my god, it's a bloodbath. What is this game? The answer, easy. Easy, they could take out 535 toddlers.
Oh yeah.
Got a health potion, dude. Dude, nice. Each time a paladin dude's blessed target gets knocked out, his remaining blessings get stronger. Yes. Or... Living Hand. 4 Skeledudes appear to assist you at the start of each round. Do we get to keep them? Probably not. We got enough for some dude juice. We're gonna fight 52 goats. You remember the honey badger? We're both ancient. Wow, our warlocks are getting decimated. Yeah, we really need our dudes to come back from the Dude Academy. Alright, let's see. Warlock dude takes damage while his HP is below 20%. He steals 10% health from each of the healthiest 5 Warlock dudes. Do this. That's a dangerous game, Velvet Robe. Vampire dude gains 50% cleave and his self-healing is now duplicated on the 2 random injured allies at 50% effectiveness. That's fucking wild. $128 Mallet Ducks. Let's go. $195 on the climb. Get ducked on. Alright, we got horses. They're panicky. When their health drops below 30%, the animal will panic and run around, trampling any dude in its path. Bloodthirsty has an 80% chance to ignore taunts. I don't know how much of a mechanic there truly is. Alright, we're going to cast Meteor and just fucking end this fight, basically. Okay, that Warlock against a horse, maybe not a good idea. There's a lot going on here. Okay, that trample mechanic is bullshit. Just ran through our whole crowd. Jeez. Maybe we need some more bard dudes to buff our shit. Damn. Alright, simple shit. Our remaining dudes versus 676 toddlers. I have a feeling there's a little bit of anti-natalism happening here, and that's fine. Too many kids. Free up the housing market a little bit. Your dude's returned! Dude! Sweet! Nice! Aw, shit, man. We got a stallion. And 11 dog-sized rats. I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. There's a lot going on there. So much so the fact that I'm going to bottle lightning here. Completely disable the boss. Fuck him. And then on top of it... Nah. Nah, we're gonna save that meteor for later. We already struck him with lightning. We rigged that round for $200.
Oh yeah.
Dude, nice. We found some crap. I wish we could sell some of that crap. I don't really use some of that shit. Loyalty card. Free every time he shows up, huh? Dude, it's the lesser fight when it comes to money, but we're finally at the level of gorilla. We're gonna see how many dudes it takes to fight the gorilla. Of course, this many vampires, paladins, bards, and warlocks and wizards can take on a gorilla. Like, what are you thinking? What are you saying to me? How dare you? How dare you question this? Sure, Wild Stallion, fuck it. Okay. We're only down 2 dudes. Seems Honey Badger gave a fuck after all. Ooh, we found some crap. Now, do you think our collective of dudes, our absolute maroon situation here, can go up against 3 horses, 6 honey badgers, and 10 rams? I fucking sure as shit think so. How dare you even question these dudes' ability? They have, like, the power of friendship to some bullshit. I feel like JRPG protagonist dude, that'd be a good dude. That'd be a good dude to have. But it looks like they're a little more Western fantasy inclined, so that's probably not gonna happen. There's way too much happening. This game is very, like, okay, overstim. There you go. The mushrooms. The business dude arrives. Dude, you got a real sweet pile of cash there. Luckily for you, I got a business opportunity that's totally legal. What type of business, you ask? Money! That's what. I can double your investment in just 13 rounds. Dude, we're going up against a fucking boss. I don't think we got 13 rounds. Whatever, fuck it. What do you say, friend? Don't want to make some money? Baller package it is. Invest. Invest in balling. Invest in fuck it, we ball. Holy shit, dog. There's 4 feral hogs this round. Are we gonna get an assault rifle, dude? To take on 30 to 40 wild hogs? We're gonna have our dudes do mushrooms so that their health values are distributed, because we got a lot of health coming in from the vampires that can get redistributed very effectively. Like, honestly, doing the mushrooms is probably the fucking strat. We've got no money, dude. We're so fucking broke. Like, I could buy some dude juice, but that's about it. Alright, here we go. That business opportunity wasn't even a planned thing. That was a random incident. Alright, our dudes against fucking 20 wolves. One of them's an alpha. You know what they say about those. Did the meteor take out our guys too? This wizard punching this wolf is like really he's real confident. Yeah, no, that went about as well as I thought it would. Health potion. Get got, wolves. Void Amethyst. The Warlock dude's pack damage spread out over 2 more seconds. The dude type at the top of your roster gains 30% damage. Now that, we're putting a captain's hat on a vampire. That's how you do it. $217 Mallet Ducks, let's go. This is like the closest I've come to liking it, not a battler. Paladin dude. Dude, we found some shit. It's wild even. Alright, we got 9 dudes. We can use the dude juice here. Alright, we got 7 feral hogs. They're not wild hogs, they're feral hogs. That's why we don't have an AK-47 fucking wielding dude yet. The warlock dudes tend to get knocked the fuck out, like, real quick. Look at the health economy up here with vampires. That's wild. Like, yeah, we've almost exclusively built into them, but shit, man. 239 mallard ducks, let's go. Can you imagine this fight in 5e rules? That would be insane to manage. We have so many fucking paladin dudes, it's wild. Alright, classic RPG. We're going to 58 dog-sized rats. These are rodents of unusual size. False Fangs. When your dudes attack, they have 10% chance to heal themselves for 50%. So we're basically making everybody who's not a vampire into a vampire with this. When your dudes drop below 50% health, they have a 25% chance to recover 10% of their health. This can occur once every 5 seconds per dude. We're getting both. We're essentially having our vampires. Roses? Those don't exist. No, you don't think they exist. And then you get mauled by one. So now all of our non-vampire dudes are kind of a little bit vampire. They're like half vampire. They're all thralls at this point. Now, do you think these dudes can take on 7 feral hogs? We've yet to encounter a big B, though. Nah, we're gonna go for the money. Oh, we got a regular dude, too. This feels very one-sided. I feel as though our dudes have evolved past the ability to give a shit about any of those enemies. Alright, here we go. 4 horses, 5 feral hogs, 8 honey badgers, let's go! I should rewatch the Princess Bride. Princess Diaries is also a good movie. Very different, though. Not what I was thinking about. That's a fucking classic. You could watch that movie at any point in the day. Mrs. Doubtfire was on a little while ago, and I was like, that is a movie you could watch at any time, but the older you get, the more, like, sad it is. And fucked up. Like, getting older is watching Mrs. Doubtfire and realizing how in the wrong Robin Williams' character is.
Oh yeah.
Alright, dudes. This is a primo fight. We got 3 gorillas. 8 feral hogs, yes, but 3 gorillas. This is the tip of the peak here. Alright, we're gonna strange spores this up so our warlocks are not instantly killed. Alright, here we go. What is up with Ms. Doubtfire? It was on TV, like, yesterday, and I rewatched it, and it's like, man, like, you love Robin Williams' character because it's just Robin Williams, but, like, it's so unreasonable. It's just like, holy shit. You recognize exactly how fucking in the wrong his character is. And how, like, horrendous for his kids that whole experience actually was. Because the movie starts off with him, like, quitting his job because of a moral, like, implication of, like, I'm a dad, I don't want to see these cartoons, like, promoting cigarette usage. Which, you know, good on him, but fuck, man, you can't, like, just talk it out a little bit? Like, you can't say you have notes and just do your job? Then you show up to pick up your kids, and then you're like, oh, hey, yeah, no, it's my kid's birthday. Let's throw a party even though my wife explicitly said not to because, you know, he's been having a bad time recently. He's not focusing on the grades and all that. So let me just trigger the events of my divorce. Yeah, totally reasonable. Mobius strip. Consumables used during battle have a 30% chance not to be consumed. Huh. When your dudes are hit by an enemy's cleave attack, they have a 25% chance to curse the attacker, reducing its cleave damage by 25% for 4 seconds. This is very specific. This is a lot going on with it. We're buying it. Alright, so, again, Ms. Doubtfire, one of my favorite movies, because Robin Williams is fucking peak, and the whole concept is insane, but, like, watch it in your late 20s, and you realize the movie's who the movie's villain really is. 3 alpha wolves, 4 horses, 9 wolves. Let's go. We're splitting the difference, we can't hit both of them. The dude type at the end of your roster gains 30% max HP. You know what? For that would be good. That would be good for the warlocks. They need more HP. We got a bunch of dude juice. We got a bottle of lightning too. That's nice. That's good. Alright, do you think our dudes can handle 449 rats? We're getting into, like, completely irrational numbers here.
Cha-ching.
Hey, your investment paid off. We got $2,158. I knew that guy would come through. He's always been a good guy. Don't ask where he got the money, though. Alright. These dudes are really just coasting for the next major event. Got a lot of knocked out dudes. A lot of dudes that are knocked out here. Alright, so after we take out these 289 geese, or gooses even, we got another shop. Look at the fucking, like, knockout count in the corner here. It's wild. There's far too much going on. Oh, yeah. Alright, so Warlock dude. We're gonna restock. Because we got the money to fuck around here. Motivational poster, all dudes getting 10% damage, that's good. Double fireball, also very good. I don't know if it's worth it, honestly, though. Restock. Reducing cost is like... Hollow Fangs, vampire dudes gain 60% damage and 50% cleave, but lose 20% max HP. You know what? I call that a good exchange. I like that. We got money, but we got one. Oh, that's just the business dude. Shit. Shit. Alright, well, whatever. Fight that sleep, guy. Fight it like it owes you money. Fight it like you're 150 dudes going up against a gorilla. Fight it like it's this ad break coming up in 50 seconds. Just decimated. Absolutely decimated. Alright, we got 3 gorillas, 4 alpha wolves, 8 feral hogs. You know what? I think it's time to do some bottle of lightning. I did not do very much. That was not a lot. I don't know about it. I'm surprised that we knocked out the gorillas first. I know there were fewer of them, but shit, man. Free dudes. Oh, this is a win. This is just... We are hitting frame rate decimating fucking levels of shit on the screen. Alright. Baller. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See you in 13 rounds. Okay, we can only slow it down, we can't speed it up.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Don't have enough money for it. Two horse-sized ducks. Now there is the bit. Okay. Alright, 2 horse-sized ducks, let's go. Damn, those healing numbers are wild. Relic stash, 2-sided scroll, fireball. Warlock lands critical, 3% of the stored pack damage is expelled onto nearby enemies, split among them. He's charmed into letting you restock the shop for free. Shadowy funnel. Alright, 123 rouses. We've gone through 60 rounds of this shit. At what point does the demo end? This run is getting a little ridiculous. Look at all this shit. That's wild. 3 stallions, 4 horse-sized ducks. We're dealing with a lot of horse-oriented animals right now. Fuck it. Okay, that was like 6,000 damage. Or 7,200 damage and split between two of those guys. Holy shit, we're about to punch a unicorn out. That's wild. Alright. We're getting there. Hey Falcon, how's it going? We're doing a little bit of Demonstrables today. So far we gotten through some stuff, but right now we're playing How Many Dudes? How many dudes do you think it would take out? Do you think... Alright, let's see what we got. That's awesome. We're gonna buy that. Have you restock. Ancient Sword. Alright, we're starting to summon a lot of skeleton dudes, that's the deal. Do you think 21 vampire dudes, 8 wizard dudes, 21 paladin dudes, 7 bard dudes, 8 regular dudes, 9 warlock dudes can take on 902 duck-sized horses? For $246? I think they can. How am I doing? I'm doing alright, There's a little much happening here. This is starting to approach, like pure overstimulation territory. But it's also really funny. Do you think these chuckle fucks can take on 852 rats? Let's find out. There is far too much going on in this game for it to be like meme schlock. See, it's the big fights like these that become a little antsy. round 67. Don't ban me. Oh, fucking wait 2 rounds, then make the joke, Kaya. God damn. I got called old earlier. Kaya, I don't know if you were here for earlier story. I think earlier story happened in the last demo, so I'll tell it again because it's embarrassing. So I'm in class today, and it was like a media fucking like focus on a particular genre. I have to let this round finish because I cannot hear myself think. How many dudes to take down a unicorn, man? How many dudes? Yeah, so today was like a genre focus day, and it's like it was like explain a concept and then here's like an example in media of that concept in action. So there were a couple where it's like, and what, do you have any examples of this? And I chimed in because nobody else was, because it's that kind of class environment. And I think the one that put it over the top, because it was both movies and games, so it's like, okay, explain Alan Wake to people who've never fucking seen it, and it's like, okay, imagine if Stephen King really liked Twin Peaks and then wrote a schlocky fucking version of that. And then we got to there were a couple of examples. There were a lot of Jake Gyllenhaal movies, ironically enough, because the focus was on mystery thriller and fucking I forget the third. But so it's like we were talking about like how when you're writing mystery, you're writing a whodunit, you have to write in a fair way. There has to be a way, like there's rules of fairness, because if you provide an answer or a solution that does not, like, it comes out of nowhere, that's just Deus Ex Machina, and there's not a single movie that uses Deus Ex Machina where it's not fucking awful. There's not a single narrative that my professor could think of. And I'm like, well, I think the one exception to the rule is the movie that's all about Deus Ex Machina. And ironically enough, it was another Jake Gyllenhaal movie. It's Donnie Darko. Which, if you haven't seen it, understand the concept of, like, the narrative function of Deus Ex Machina, and then watch that movie. Because it's what it's about. They literally read through Watership Down and watch Watership Down's animated version in the fucking film. It's like, it's the whole point. So, to that completely correct and reasonable offering, my professor says, Connor, I think, are you older? Because I understand a lot of the references you're making, but I don't think a lot of your other classmates do. And it's like, oh my god, my bones exploded into dust right there and then. I was struck by lightning. I feel you're older. My fucking, like, you're closer to my age, I think is what my fucking professor said. And it doesn't matter how true it was. It still did a massive amount of psychic damage. When a Warlock dude lands a direct attack, he has 20% chance to heal himself. That would have been great. That would have been great. Both of these would have been great to have if I had enough money. I don't. I don't have enough money. And tragically, I can't sell this shit. So all I can do is buy my dude juice and move on to fight 128 canned gooses. Not geese, gooses. Wanted to say it's not that bad, but unfortunately I don't get the reference either. Okay, Autumn, you and Kaya have the assignment to watch every movie Jake Gyllenhaal's ever been in. There's like 12 that are worth watching. Stop making me feel old. God damn it. Yeah, I don't need need the free restock. I'd barely use it. We'll go with hard boxers on the chance that it's free anyway. Alright, y'all gotta watch Donnie Darko. And then you gotta watch, you don't have to watch S. Darko, you can forget that that exists. And then, what else is a good Jake Gyllenhaal movie? Nightcrawler's pretty good. Was he in Zodiac? Am I crazy? Zodiac's pretty good. There's that movie where he plays a 911 operator where he has to solve like a murder / kidnapping. That's pretty good. There's one where he's a cop with again, kids getting kidnapped, typecasting, with him and Hugh Jackman. There's far too much going on. That skeleton is just sitting there T-posing. Not helpful. Hey, I got my payout. There we go. We're gonna celebrate by fighting some Canada Gooses. All you know him from is that he was in one of the Spider-Man movies. Okay. I will accept the fate of being old. I can't. Alright, we got one more fight. Those dudes return, and then we get a merchant. We're in the 600s of dudes. Also, wait, what fucking Spider-Man movie was Jake Gyllenhaal in? I legitimately don't remember. Dude, sweet, nice. Alright, we had exactly 10 dudes. We're gonna fight these Canada geese, and then we're gonna buy so many relics. Oh, Far From Home he was Mysterio. I forgot about that. Mostly because I didn't see it. I really need to see that at some point. Last 2 more seconds. Dude's granting... yeah, sure, fuck it. Why not? Start of combat. All dudes gain 20% increased evasion for 8 seconds. Alright, cool. I mean, we keep seeing Ironstone and Parka. We might as well get it. Yeah, we'll buff our wizards. We just have a ridiculous amount of money. There's no... fucking... Okay, well... No, we did it again! Okay, thank God. Dudes who get knocked out during a fight have 15% chance to instantly recover 40% HP. Alright. More wizards. Paladin Dude's Blessing increased by an additional 10% transfers. Yeah! Living Will. When a dude gets knocked out, all active dudes heal for... Okay, cool. Alright, we have burned through all of our gambling money. Far From Home makes Mysterio, you think he did pretty good? I gotta see it. I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal is if Brendan Fraser kept getting work. Like, he's got a career where it's like, man, almost everything he's in is good. But he is also kind of the same character in everything he did. Hey, 7-day streak. Thanks for sticking in there, Val. Appreciate it. Speaking of unicorns, there was that movie that came out not too long ago, right? The fucking silverback gorillas. We're getting to the peak, y'all. Round 77. real question is, how far does this go? Yeah, the 7-stream streak, the week streak, only took it 2 months to get. Because my ass was gone for a little longer than I expected. Damn, these gorillas, they barely got hands. We have far too many dudes. Now, getting a week streak in 7 days is going to be a challenge for me if I can stream every day for a week. I gotta get a schedule that'll facilitate that. There's way too much happening. I am barely keeping track. How's it going on y'all's end? Alright, baller package. Yeah. The fact that we're still getting those means that there's at least 13 rounds left, so I'm assuming round 100. I feel like we got a good setup so far, though. He always shows up after I give all my money away. It's tragic. I'm gonna buy some dude juice. Alright, I don't think we've fought a single big bee, so 19 of them seems like a weird start. But then 500 regular bees. Let's Nicolas Cage this bitch. Oh man, little bees instantly decimated. Our dudes are too strong. Look at this health and like temporary health revive value up here. The vampire economy, which in and of itself is a little bit of a statement, is strong. It is a strong health economy for the vampires. We have created a self-perpetuating kind of schema here. When dude gets knocked out, he creates a burst of toxic gas when he lands, leading to damage equal to 4 times his DPS to nearly all enemies. Or when dude evades an attack, he gains 10% increased crit chance. Now this works well with the number of bards we have. Fucking, they got polar bears? Alright, it's not as much money, but we gotta do this fight. This is new content. Man, the number of punches this polar bear is receiving is wild. Ain't even got hands. Alright, 3 silverback gorillas, 4 big bees, 6 gorillas, let's go. You got the Looting Mark III Survivor blueprint from a trial. Eric, I think I got that same blueprint. And then earlier today I found the healing, I think it's the healing version? It's the long chest Mark III, so I can print the, I can make those as needed now. Arc Graders is very good. I wish there was a make this go by faster button. Yeah, no, I'll be real, like, soloing Stellamontis is one of the most toxic fucking things I've ever experienced in that game. Because I found, like, the remnants of a firefight, and I had, like, 6 pink, rarity items. Like 2 weapons I'd never seen before, and a backpack, and, resources, and then I got all the way down to the last train. and the motherfucker who killed all those guys was waiting there for me to hit the button so that he could blow my fucking brains out and take all my shit. So that sucked. Mine's so Care Bear, it's cleared in 5 minutes. We need to play Arc Raiders. We're doing at least one more demo, and then if we have time, we might do a couple rounds of Arc Raiders just for the fuck of it. I want to do at least 1 or 2 more demos. We got to get to round 100, because if it goes past that, I'm going to call it there. I think that's enough of this. Vampire Soul Reliquary. A vampire dude's attacks mark the target's soul for 4 seconds. The mark will heal anyone who attacks the target for 10% of the damage they deal to it. That's wild. Buy that shit. We only have 3 dudes out. 117 honey badgers, let's go! I've never heard a honey badger in person. I don't know if that's their sound. There are 327 dog-sized rats. Easy. Although it might not be feasible with Arc tonight because I do have to, you know, prep in time to leave for work. We'll see. We'll see. If not, later this week. I feel like this chart showing the health is wild because you get to see how fucked up your build is and that, like, oh, try to keep any of my paladins down. You can't. Damn, that was like 12 fireballs that knocked out that unicorn. That's wild.
Oh yeah.
Gain 1% max HP for every dude of the same family up on your team to maximum of 20%. Fuck yeah. Yeah, more stack. Alright, round 90, we're almost there. Pocket Obelisk. Every 5 seconds, a Warlock dude teleports to a nearby dude who's in danger and taunts up to 5. Ooh. That sounds very good. 4 silverback gorillas, 6 stallions, 8 gorillas. I feel it's like that fucking I think you should leave bit. It's like 55 fucking wedges, 55 fucking burgers. This health economy is wild. The vampires are unfazed. The wild stallions can't keep up.
Cha-ching.
Hey, we got that money cash in. There we go. We have that Iron Storm thing, so it's more effective to use that instantly. And a partridge in a pear tree? No shit. Like, the fact that most of our party is, like, fantasy, like, most of our dudes are paladins, wizards, and bards, and warlocks, it just emphasizes, like, the idea in my brain. We are now hitting unthinkable volume levels. There is far too much going on. I'm just thinking of how absolutely insane this battle would be in 5-year rules. Like, the action economy here is fucked.
Oh yeah.
851 goats, let's go. What was that? I can't hear you? Yeah, fair. So we've dropped 0 frames, but the bitrate is gonna hate this. When we try to transfer this VOD to YouTube, it's gonna be a fucking blur. It's gonna be great. Not to break kayfabe for that moment there. Lava Pendant. Fireballs have 30% chance to bounce on impact and fly towards a new target. This effect can chain off of itself? Yes. Rage Bait. When a dude takes damage and drops his health below 30%, he gains plus 100 cleave for 3 seconds. That's just Barbarian. We're adding Barbarian to everyone. We're getting Bardbarian, we're getting Bard Lock, or we're getting Bar Lock, I guess. Or a Warbarian. Bard, or fucking Barbarian Wizard. What is the portmanteau for that? I know that there's a Barbarian Paladin build that's absolutely insane, but I will never do that. That is way too much conflicting shit. Requiem. When a dude gets knocked out, your bard plays a Requiem, each granting 20% toughness to 5 random dudes for 4 seconds. Fail damage, he has 15% chance to survive with 1 HP, become invisible. You just gain 2% attack speed for every undead on your team up to a maximum of 10%. That would max out instantly. And fuck it, we have enough money for it. 327 Canada Gooses, let's go! And for the fuck of it... Look at these health values. What is even happening? Our dudes are unkillable, man. Our dudes are, you cannot even try to fight our dudes. Our dudes are a force. They are the force of nature. Four silverback gorillas, 6 big bees, 7 stallions. Let's go. Round 97. You want to do a Barbarian and Humblewood? I'm interested in playing a Humblewood game just because it's like, this is just on the edge of like, it could be cozy or it could be absolutely fucked up depending on what your DM wants. But the real Barbarian in my thing, or in my instance, would be the meme build, which is Bear Totem Barbarian. But you play as, I think it's a Quartz, not in Humblewood, but in general. I think it's a Quartz Dragonborn from when they added the Crystal Dragonborn back in. Because I think the bit is that it's the Bear Totem gives you resistance to everything that isn't Force. It's either Force or Radiant, and then picking that Dragonborn gives you the inherent resistance that you miss, so you're just taking half damage from all damage sources when you play that Barbarian. It's fucking amazing. Round 98, let's go! This cannot possibly be what they intended. Alternatively, this is exactly what they intended. Alright, 3 polar bears, 6 silverback gorillas, and then we get to round 100, boss encounter. An enchanted girdle. Every 8 seconds, the wizard dude teleports to a random location, casts fireball, then a random enemy teleports farther than as his run speed increases. Wild. Dudes who hear the Bard Dude's song while already at maximum stacks become inspired for 4 seconds, gain 1% increased damage and run speed. Alright. Round 100. I pray that this is the last one. We're gonna use all the stops. Fucking slayed. Okay, maybe 36 silverback gorillas is the last thing I regret using all of our stuff. Because this is the name of the game. Truly. Alright, we did 100-something rounds of this. We're, I think, in New Game Plus, essentially. It turns out that 36 vampires, 15 to 16 wizards, 30 paladins, 18 bards, and 19 warlocks is exactly what you need to take on 36 silverback gorillas. That is how many dudes. Your dudes will be sad when you leave, but one day, they'll understand. That was awesome. You guys should play that. That's very fun. I don't, like, the power, like, if you played a roguelite ever at all, like, I don't know how you don't power strategy your way through to infinity. Bye! So that was how many dudes. That was fun. That was a fun little Mimi romp, but, you know,